that mom over there like, hootie hoo. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Dyme, and we back at it again. I was feeling that. Was y'all feeling that? Okay, so boom. Today's video is going to be about following your intuition. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Because I think some of you guys have not been doing that, and I think some of you guys are paying the price. Because I know that I paid the price. Or I've paid the price. And yeah. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today. You guys will see this robe in a few of the videos because I'm batch filming today, and this is all due to, you know, to a direct result of the fact that I filmed all of these videos the other day and I had some technical difficulties. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what those technical difficulties were. If you do not, make sure that you start doing that. And here goes, second take, really 50 millionth take, but I mean, hey. So I just want to go ahead and start by saying your intuition is primary. It was a gift that God gave you to make sure you kept yourself out of as much trouble as possible, right? Out of as much danger as possible. It is a direct connection to your vagal nerve. No, your vagus nerve and your vagal tone and all the rest of that good stuff if you're into science and all the rest of that fancy schmancy stuff. And it basically kind of just kicks in like, you ain't supposed to be doing this, sis. You ain't supposed to be with this person, sis. You ain't supposed to be going there, sis. That's what it is. It's your inner voice. Now, before we go further about it being your inner voice, I just want to say a lot of our inner voices are compromised. They're compromised because of childhood trauma, i.e. people telling us you don't feel that, you depress your ass to them dishes, you don't feel like doing it, you just this type of person, you just this type, you just being sassy, it ain't dangerous, you just being difficult, you just being this way, you just being this and that and blah blah, and a lot of the voices are telling us how to feel, what to think, and what to do. And then also we have those people who have gaslit us so badly that we start to think we're just overthinking things when we're really feeling uneasy and unsafe. So with your intuition, you have to be very careful because sometimes if you're not careful, you'll ignore it due to the voices that the other people then put there. And also sometimes trauma will lead your intuition. You start saying, I got a gut feeling. No, baby, that's just the hurt from 06. That's not your intuition. You might want to heal. That leads me to my next thing. In order to really be able to listen to your intuition, like really able to listen and follow your inner voice, you have to heal through your problems. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't have enough time for that. This video ain't even got enough time for that. But I just want to just throw that out there just in case anybody was wondering, like, oh, my intuition tell me all of y'all fake. My intuition telling me all of y'all fake. I can't trust none of y'all. Maybe you just hurt. Maybe the trauma is getting to you. So that's just an early on disclaimer because I do want to be clear. Your intuition telling you that something is bad or something is good is not always the truth. Sometimes it is past trauma. Sometimes it is you lying to yourself about some stuff. So here's the deal. When listening to yourself and finding your intuition, like I said, first things first, it's always an amazing idea to heal. It's impossible to really get clarity if you're constantly living with pain that you aren't actively working through. The best way I can explain intuition and how I know that it's me talking and not the trauma is after I've had a good clear mind, after I've prayed about something, or after I just kind of go into it without any real desire for an outcome. That's the best way that I do it. It's the best way that I can get the best results from listening to myself, okay? So that's first thing. That's what I do. I try to create a clear mind, a clear headspace, pray about it a little bit, and then just kind of do what my body tells me after that. Because I've been through some things, like we all been through some things, and if you're listening to the pain and the hurt, sometimes you just write everything off as bad or unsafe before you actually get an opportunity. And if you're completely unjaded or haven't been through anything, sometimes your level of naivety will lead you to some places that are not so safe. So it's good to make sure that you go to God with it first, or you ask for your signs and different things like that first before you act on things if you're unsure whether it's your voice or whether it's your anxiety or whether it's the trauma or whatever. I'm reading a book right now called Fuck Your Feelings. It is, I forget the author, but I'm gonna put it in the description box so you guys can find it if you're interested in reading. But it's basically about your vagus nerve and your vagal tone and how it kind of sets the tone for how we do what we do. And the premise of the book is that a lot of times we go off of our feelings, like I don't feel like it, or I do feel like it, and I'm gonna do this because I feel this way and this way. We're emotionally led. That is a human thing, obviously, but the bottom line is that your vagus nerve kind of leads you to do and kind of prevents you from doing certain things due to the fact that it is what triggers your flight or fight response. So that has a lot to do with intuition, and I'll tell you why. Back in the day, back, basically when God put us here, when he said boop and dropped us here, however he dropped us here, because I'm not about to get into religion and theology with y'all, but whatever the case might be, when that happened, he gave us a couple of skills so that we could coexist with the other things on this earth, like woolly mammoths and, you know, scary lions and bears, rawr, and all the rest of that other stuff, right? And so with that being said, that was your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve kind of like triggered, oh, it's not safe to be here, oh girl, it's safe to be here, oh girl, you better run, or you looking for food, okay, you need to kill that wild boar, but you need to kind of do it this way because it's dangerous. You know, it provided that for you. And so I'm going to use that as a scientific side of the whole intuition side. You get me? You got me? I hope so. So I say all that to say that this is a scientifically proven thing that we have. Your intuition. Your body will talk to you. Your brain will say beep, 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 beep. Back it on up, sis, or beep, 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 you won't feel safe, sis, or you feel that energy in your body that feels uneasy, maybe you should pay a little bit more attention to that. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like a lot of times in life we do things or we don't do things based off what people are telling us we're feeling. They're saying, you're being dramatic. It ain't that deep. Okay, especially in the Black community, people are always, it ain't that deep. You being dramatic. Or we might be dating a man and he might be like, man, it ain't even that serious. Like, you tripping. It ain't even crazy like you trying to make it seem. And, you know, or, you know, people are like, oh, you should come out with us. And as soon as you pull up, you get this crazy feeling in the pit of your stomach. But people are like, oh, you gonna leave for real? It is not that serious. But as soon as you get in there, some shit happens. And you're like, man, I knew I should have left. We need to honor that. We need to get serious about honoring our intuition and honoring what our bodies and our energy is telling us, because it's there for a reason. Okay, it's there for a reason. So I just wanted to go ahead and make this video so we could talk about some ways and some things and the vibes. So first things first, I think that it's very important to go ahead and chalk your intuition up as a get out of jail free card, meaning you will be signaled by your skin, by your vibes, by your nerves, and it's going to tell you shouldn't go there. Ways to recognize your intuition. Energy. If you wake up on top of the world and then someone calls and immediately you like, ugh, when you get off the phone, your body's telling you it's a no. Your body is rejecting that person's energy. Your energy doesn't mesh well with that person. Your intuition is kind of like a preface to that, because before you even got drained by that energy, your intuition was telling you, don't answer, don't answer. And you answered anyway. And that's why your energy is drained. You get what I'm saying? Ways to recognize your intuition. If you pull up to a spot and you looking around and you like, I'm a gangster, but your body like, lock the door, sis. I need y'all to pay attention to that. That's your intuition telling you it's not safe here. Okay? And to reference the book, F Your Feelings, it does say that there are a lot of instances in which your vagus nerve will be triggered and say things are dangerous or undesirable when they are just things that you don't feel like doing. Now, you will get those feelings where you have instances in which homework is coming up and you like, every time I see my homework, I get a bad vibe. I'm not talking about that. Don't be funny. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those real life feelings, like if you're out on a date and your body is telling you, that's your intuition. If you're about to order some food and something is telling you, girl, you're gonna have real bad gas, that's your intuition. It's also somewhat of an educated guess because duh. I mean, if you are about to do a hairstyle and you know you ain't never done it before and your gut is telling you that you go mess it up, put down the scissors. Like, I think those things are how you can recognize what your intuition is. And paying attention to your intuition is so important because when you don't do it, you'll find yourselves in situations where you wish you would have listened in the first place. You know how your mama say, I had a dream. You need to start listening to the things. Now, every dream your mama had will not mean that these things are actually going to happen to you. But proceed with caution when listening to your body, listening to the vibes, paying attention to the dreams and the things around you. It's highly important. Sometimes our lives depend on it. Sometimes our mental health depends on it. Sometimes our hearts depend on it. When you meet a man and immediately you're like, oh my God, okay? Fat mom over there like, hootie hoo. But in the inside, your brain like says, abort mission. You already know what it's gonna give. I need you to listen to that. Fat mom just gonna have to wait. I need you to listen to that. Okay? I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick video in regards to intuition because retrograde is here. We're currently in Q4 and we're in retrograde, and I just wanted to do a video so that you guys are making sure that you are staying true to yourself because that's paramount. And intuition helps us to stay true to ourselves. If we are constantly gaslighting ourselves or telling ourselves, girl, you're doing too much, or it's not that deep, or it's not that serious, and not taking our initial feelings with enough seriousness, then, you know, how can we expect anybody else to take our demands or our thoughts or our needs or our feelings serious? So it starts there. Honor your intuition. Make sure that you're doing what your body tells you to do, what your mind is telling you to do, what your first gut feeling is telling you to do, because it's there for a reason. The world is crazy. People are crazy, and make sure you're doing your best to prevent any tragedies, problems, moments of insanity, and any of that good stuff. So I will link the book F Your Feelings in the description box so you guys can get a little bit more of an idea of what he was talking about and how to navigate with that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.